get started, as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Fox. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the field.
Breaks into the open. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? As the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. And some room to work. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
Let's it fly. Touchdown USC. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. The play action fake. Fires left. Just excellent technique by this receiver, working the sideline, the great footwork to stay in bounds. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, But thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. With the catch, it's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, better look out! Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
From the 49, they're going to spin that wheel of fortune and try it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Markway. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He fires to the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on! A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for quarterback.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it on the outside. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast, so there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, USC.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throwing on the run. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Notre 0.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. under fire. Still on his feet at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella. And
there he goes. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Steps away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Coming up, 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to take off. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... He's got it! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, He has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
USC.
Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC is built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans of this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, David.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run. Running into the open space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Okay, break. Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab right down the middle. Open spaces. Touchdown, USC. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Charcoal.
Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready.
Wants to go up top. Grabs behind the line. It's Williams. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
First down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football.
Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
2-point conversion attempt is coming.
Here we go, here we go.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Dropping back, it's Fox. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Forced out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking left. He's got an open man. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Brooks. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner is stopped.
Down at the 43. And the USC offense will take over. First and 10.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. A great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Let's go.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking